This is my video response to why we need to legalize marijuana. And I have thought up a couple of arguments that I don't think very many people have thought of when they discuss this topic. Argument number one. What happens to our food supply if we start growing marijuana on a regular basis? You say, what are you talking about? Well, if the marijuana is planted in the ground, then things like oats, wheat, rice, and other types of grains, fruits, and vegetables are not planted in the ground, including soybeans. You say, well, this doesn't happen. Oh, yes, it does. Take switchgrass, for instance. Okay? There are companies that deliberately plant switchgrass into the ground to use it as a fuel supply for automobiles and all kinds of other things. Even ethanol has become an issue because if you're using the corn to fuel the cars, what are you feeding the people with? So yes, this is a very big concern. That's argument number one. Argument number two. A lot of people say, well, it's all about people driving the cars while high on marijuana. Well, I can think of something far worse. How about people operating cranes, or dump trucks, or bulldozers, or even chainsaws? Do you really want somebody landscaping your yard while high on marijuana? I don't think so. Would you want somebody to go into a forest and chop down trees for paper? Okay, you know, they chop down the trees and then they get it to the point where it makes it in paper. Would you really want people like that getting high on marijuana? I wouldn't. The lumber business would really suffer because of that. And that really would be bad. So when you bring up the topic like that, you're sitting there going, you know, you need to have laws that say, you do something like that, you're going to jail. So, you know, if you think forklift, crane, bulldozer, and like I said, even automobiles, you think you need laws to deal with stuff like that. What kind of laws, what kind of penalties would they have? That's something you really need to consider. So, hopefully, this will bring up some interesting conversation. I'd love to hear what you have to think about both issues. And I will tell you more in a future video. Stay tuned.